Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to discuss one of the most important fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian Constitution, the right to equality contained in Articles 14 to 18 of Part 3 of the Constitution. Imagine a society where people are treated differently because of their caste, religion, gender, or social status. Such discrimination creates injustice and inequality. To prevent this, the Constitution makers included the right to equality as a fundamental right. In this video, we will understand Articles 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 in a simple and exam-oriented manner, along with important judicial developments. Let's begin. Article 14, Equality before law and equal protection of laws. Article 14 states that the state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the laws within the territory of India. Notice that the article uses two expressions. 1. Equality before law. This concept has been borrowed from the British legal system. It means that no person is above the law. Every individual, whether a common citizen or a government official, is subject to the same law. There are no special privileges based on status. 2. Equal protection of laws. This concept has been borrowed from the American Constitution. It means people who are similarly situated should be treated similarly. Reasonable classification is allowed. For example, special laws for women, children, or persons with disabilities are valid because they are based on reasonable classification. Important principle. Article 14 does not prohibit classification. It prohibits arbitrary classification. A classification is valid when there is an intelligible differentia. The differentia has a rational relation with the objective sought to be achieved. Important case. In E.P. Royappa v. State of Tamil Nadu, the Supreme Court held that arbitrariness is the enemy of equality. Any arbitrary state action can violate Article 14. Article 15, Prohibition of discrimination. The state cannot discriminate against citizens solely on these grounds. Article 15.2. Citizens cannot be denied access to shops, restaurants, hotels, public places, merely because of religion, caste, sex, or place of birth. Exceptions. The Constitution also permits affirmative action. The state can make special provisions for women, children, socially and educationally backward classes, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, economically weaker sections EWS. EWS reservation. The 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act 2019 introduced reservation for economically weaker sections. The Supreme Court upheld this amendment in Janhit Abhiyan v. Union of India. Thus, Article 15 promotes substantive equality rather than mere formal equality. Article 16, Equality of opportunity in public employment. Article 16 guarantees equality of opportunity in matters relating to public employment. Every citizen should have an equal chance to compete for government jobs. Article 16 prohibits discrimination based on religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, residence, reservations. Under Article 16, the Constitution permits reservations for backward classes, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes. The objective is to ensure adequate representation in public services. Important case. In Indra Sawhney v. Union of India, popularly known as the Mandal Commission case, the Supreme Court upheld reservations for other backward classes and generally fixed a 50% ceiling on reservations, subject to exceptional circumstances. This judgment remains one of the most important decisions concerning equality and affirmative action. Article 17, Abolition of untouchability. Article 17 declares, untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. This provision reflects the Constitution's commitment to social justice and human dignity. Any disability arising from untouchability is punishable according to law. To enforce Article 17, Parliament enacted the Protection of Civil Rights Act, 1955. The Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act, 1989. Significance. Article 17 is unique because it not only declares a right but also abolishes a social evil that existed for centuries. It represents the constitutional vision of an egalitarian society. Article 18, Abolition of Titles. Article 18 abolishes titles that create artificial distinctions among citizens. The state cannot confer titles except military distinctions, academic distinctions. Examples: Doctor, Professor, Major, Colonel are permissible. What about Bharat Ratna and Padma Awards? The Supreme Court in Balaji Raghavan v. Union of India held that national awards such as Bharat Ratna and Padma Awards do not violate Article 18 because they are not hereditary titles and do not create a separate class of citizens. Importance of the right to equality. The right to equality is the foundation of Indian democracy. It promotes fairness and justice, protects individuals against arbitrary state action, ensures equal opportunities, eliminates social discrimination, strengthens the rule of law, promotes social and economic inclusion. Without equality, liberty and democracy cannot flourish. The Constitution recognizes that true equality sometimes requires special measures to uplift disadvantaged groups. Therefore, reservations and affirmative action are considered instruments for achieving real equality. Conclusion. To summarize, Article 14 guarantees equality before law and equal protection of laws. Article 15 prohibits discrimination and permits affirmative action. Article 16 ensures equal opportunity in public employment. Article 17 abolishes untouchability. Article 18 abolishes titles. Together, Articles 14 to 18 form the backbone of the right to equality and reflect the constitutional promise of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content on the Constitution, judiciary preparation, and legal knowledge. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.